Yo. What's up, everyone? Rage Kid 20 here, back with In This Moment's album, Black Widow. We are here with The Fighter, which I actually been looking forward to this one because every time I see the thumbnail of just Maria wearing a lot of, looks like thick eyeliner, kind of like she did in Blood, with blood pouring down her mouth. It's just like, this gotta be good. Like, this has gotta be a good video, like, for sure. I don't know what it is, I just got a good vibe about it. I've heard like the first 3 to 5 seconds, because it popped down on one of my playlists. Just a randomized playlist of YouTube videos. My Mix is what they call it, because it's specifically made for me. I don't know. It just popped up, and I was like, oop, nope. But it did not sound like what I expected that thumbnail to sound like, so I'm very intrigued, I'm very interested. I really think I'm going to like this song. I really hope I'm not hyping it up too bad, but I just have such a great feeling about this song. I'm just so confident that this song's going to be great, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into this bitch. In This Moment, The Fighter. Let's go. Let's be wowed. Let's be impressed. I feel it.
I don't need you to save me. I don't need you to cure me. I don't need you and your antidote, for I am my disease. I don't need you to free me. I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to lead me through the light. I will always fall and rise again. You're venomous, howling, 'cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will fall and rise above, and in your hate I find love, 'cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not fall from grace. I'll walk into the fire, baby. All my life I was afraid to die. When I come alive inside this place. You don't want me to love you. You don't want me to need you. You don't want to look at me, for you will turn to stone. You don't want me to hurt you. You don't want me to bite you. You don't want me, oh my aching soul, for I will only fall and rise again. You venomous, howling.
Pause. Okay. I'm good. I needed to take a second there. Let's keep going.
I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will fall, rise above, and in your hate I find love, 'cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not fall from grace. I'll walk into the fire, baby. All my life I was afraid to die. When I come alive inside this you to save me, 'cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I wanna hide my face. I wanna fall from grace. I'll walk into the fire, baby. All my life I was afraid to die, but now I come alive inside this life inside this life inside this.
Words escape me for a second. You guys gotta give me. You gotta give me a second here. Um. That was so fucking good. Oh. I don't know what it was that caused me to have a good feeling about this song. But I was so right. I was so unbelievably right. Oh my god, I just stopped writing. Like after about 45 seconds in, I just put the pen down and was just like I don't know, if I can. You see those marks? Literally the whole time I was over here, I was biting my finger. Like, oh my god. I had to pause there because I just got hit with such a swell of emotion. The song was just speaking to me so deeply that I had to stop and sit down because the emotion just kept rising and rising. I was just like, I have to stop. I have to stop for a second. Oh my god, I still have a little bit of tears welling up at the side of my eyes. Not only from the message of that song, but just how fucking beautiful and passionate that song was. If you know me by now, if you've watched any of my other stuff, I don't exaggerate for views. I don't hype anything up. If I do not care about a song, I'll let you fucking know. If a song doesn't impress me, you'll know it. No, there will be no ants in here. Sorry, ants must die. That was so unbelievably beautiful. That touched me so deep, and I don't know. I was not expecting that. I was not ready for that. I don't feel like I'm ready to go back to the song. Oh my god. Okay, let's try. Let's see what we can do here. But pretty much I just stopped fucking writing because it was just like, there's no reason to keep writing. I'm just gonna have to go through the entire, at least the first half of the fucking song, to point out every little fucking thing that keeps popping up as we're going. I literally could only get 3 things out before I was just like, I can't write anymore. Like, it's like, there's no reason to write, just listen. Like, I was to myself, I was like, there's no reason to write, just listen. Like, I can feel what this is doing to me. I want to experience it, I want to feel it, I don't want to write. Okay, let's go to the beginning. First off, the video was amazing. I th- I think there was a few parts where she was just like trying to get an effect with the camera and stuff that was a little unnecessary, but besides that, just her and the camera, with obviously with different makeups and paints and stuff and whatever, but that just made it so personal. That made it so emotional. That just made it just a one-on-one, like right up in her face. You can just see every line of emotion that she's giving. Smart, so intelligent, so passionate, so fucking great. First thing I got, the first thing that I only know a few things, so I'm gonna talk about. The rest is just gonna come as we listen to it. The piano, like the piano in these last two songs is coming in clutch, like and some of the melody that they got in there, it sounds like it's so many roots in classical music, like God, some of those chord. I wish I was a little bit better at music history. It's still something I need to work on. There's a lot of things musically I need to work on that I should get to, but I already spend so much time doing other stuff. Anyways, I'm so busy, but that's never an excuse. You're never too busy. I should spend so much. Anyways, so I wish I could tell you like, oh, this sounded like kind of romantic, or kind of maybe a little Beethoven-y, or maybe even back in the classic Mozart-y kind of stuff. I wish I could. I hear other people just like, oh, that sounded Mozart-y, and it's just like, I wish I could do that. I don't know Mozart well enough to be like, oh yeah, it sounds like something Mozart would write. I want to, but I don't know. But it just based off of all the chordal structure, just the way they played with the melody, and just we could hear when it switched to minor, back into major, and it was just like it just sounds wreathed in classical music, and I wish I could be like, oh, that sounds like this era, but I can't, and maybe one day, I don't know. But it was definitely was fucking so fucking bitchin'. Let's listen to that. God, that piano is just on fucking point. And it's at this point in the video that I could tell that she was like kind of curled up into herself, like, look, at least from the angle, it looks like that's her knee or something. She's just kind of like, that's how I knew we were about to get emotional. Like, that's how I knew this was gonna be personal. That right there, like how it kind of slips into minor there. Yeah. Oh, like that piano is that's clean. That's clean right there. In around 45 seconds, she has this something she did with the line where she said love and hate and love or something like that. I don't remember when it was. In your hate I found love. Something about that was really beautiful, but we'll get to that. That's the last thing I have written. That's the last thing I was able to write.
I don't need you to save me. I don't need you to cure me. I don't need you and your antidote, for I am my disease.
Okay, let's pause there. Something about that line, that the I've heard similar variants on this kind of line played with throughout many different songs, and something about kind of almost self acknowledgement and deprecation. Just kind of, it's a really powerful line, like in Amaranth, their scream singer. I don't know any of their names. In the Nexus. Yes, in the Nexus, the line where he yells, "I'm my own demon." Like, it reminds me a lot about this line here. Is, I don't need you and your antidote for I am my disease. Like, that line's just so powerful. I don't know what it is about that line, but it's just so powerful. It's kind of, again, I feel like it's a self recognition yet deprivation at the same time. Or degradation. I don't know. Maybe not deprivation. Degradation. I don't know. Well, so, degradative. That word. Might be deprivation, but I'm not 100% positive. Anyways, that's gonna bother me. But I like how she kind of mixes back and forth. She's constantly going back and forth between being more spoken to get the message across, but then also slipping into notes, actually singing at the same time and going back and forth. Like, that's, again, I feel like that raises kind of the emotion and the passion. God, it's just so personal. It just this close up and the side angle, you can see she's kind of distraught. Well, no, I don't want to say distraught, but you can just see that she's like feeling all this emotion, all this, like she has something to say, and it hurts to say almost.
I don't need you to cure me. I don't need you and your antidote, for I am my disease. I don't need you to free me. I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to lead me through the light. I will always fall and rise again.
Fall. She does. Maria Brink does tend to do this a lot, but it's like it's such a powerful tool that she has in her vocal arsenal and in her toolbox that I never mind when she brings it out, because I don't feel like she overdoes it. She maybe pushes the line between just right and overdoing it, which is always a fine line. So I always feel like it's pushing towards overdoing it, but I don't feel like she's ever breached that line yet. But as I've mentioned before in Sexual Hallucination, I believe that was the one I mentioned it. When she has, okay, I still have marks. I just wanted to check. When she's kind of like either speaking or singing, but also breathing out at the same exact time, she creates that breathiness, that airiness to the note that just makes it sound like it's just like almost quivering to come out, like it's a like it's a strained whisper or something. And when she uses that on the line, I will always fall, like, again, just knowing that kind of self-acknowledgement and just leaning into that this is who I am, kind of just packs it with so much emotion. And she also takes that time to push that breathiness out at the same time. Oh, I should be down here. To push that breathiness out at the same time to make it even just that much more emotional and just like sorrow filled.
You to help me. I don't need you to lead me through the light. I will always fall and rise again. You're venomous, howling, 'cause I'm a survivor.
That's an interesting way to say that. I was looking at the lyrics there and heard the way that she said heroin. Did not say that sound like heroin. You're venomous heroine, like obviously female hero. Venomous hero. That's an interesting way to paint that. First off, but it sounds like she said heroin. If I heard that correctly, heroin is almost how it sounded to me. Heroin. Like, again, heroin. She's trying to get those to kind of rhyme in a sense. She's changing the structure of saying heroin to kind of make it more rhyme and match with again. I believe that's what she's doing. Let's listen to both. See if we can listen to both of those.
the light. I will always fall and rise again. You're venomous. How and
That's exactly what she's doing. That's clever. Huh. I like that. Huh. This is something I noted. That's just
rise again. You're venomous. How and 'cause I'm a survivor.
more of that
I am a
breathiness.
fighter. I will fall and rise above. And in your hate, I find love. 'Cause I'm
Yeah, I remember why. I remember why that line started to hit me even harder. Because just looking at the stanzas here, it makes sense why they separated it the way they did. When she goes after I'm a fighter into I will fall and rise above. She there's more. There's more energy in there. Like she's not really pushing a whole lot harder, but she's finding a way to start to increase the energy, to start to build up, which we're building up towards that chorus when more instrumentation starts to come in and stuff. We get a little bit out of this more personal one-on-one piano vocal line that's going on, which is beautiful, by the way. I think it was so intelligent for the message of this song, for the way she's delivering it, to just to take everything away and just make it really personal between her and the piano. That's just I think that's really intelligent. But yes, not only does it start to get more energy, more determination, just kind of in her voice, but you can even see it a little bit in the still image here. Like you can just see like red in her eyes, like she's been crying. Like you can just like she not only is she putting so much emotion into her vocal line, but like you can see it in her face. She's actually embodying this emotion, because I'm sure this is a very I'm sure this comes from an extremely real place for her. I'm sure this has been a thing she's probably had throughout her entire life. Maybe, I do not know. I do not know Maria Brink that well. But even if it's not, like she's making me believe it. She's 100% selling it. Like just the way she kind of has her head a little bit forward, her eyes kind of up, like at the top of her, right where her lid is starting to cover. Her eyeball, just like looking like straight up at you, it just sets this like extreme determination on her face. She is just selling it, and when she just says those two lines, "I will fall and rise above," and "in your hate I found love," like it hit me so fucking hard.
rise above. I will fall and rise above.
She comes down heavy with it. That's where the extra energy is coming from. That's always how it starts. Because not only does I think there's like a little bit of like some kind of bass drum hit in there. And also kind of a strong downbeat chord from the left hand of the piano, but or maybe not even a chord, but just the notes, the lower end of the piano notes just kind of hits a little harder as well. But she just pushes into that note, into that downbeat, and oh, that was awesome.
I will fall and
Yes, sorry, the left hand did dum there as well. Sorry.
I'm a fighter. I will fall and rise above, and in your hate I find love, 'cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not fall from.
I don't stop. Oh, don't stop actually, but I'm gonna say stop. Stop making my tear ducts produce moisture. I wouldn't say it's full on crying, but stop making tears well up. What are you doing to me? It's not even. It's not even the message of the song, because I don't necessarily relate with some of this. Like some of it I definitely do, but it's not even the like people have always felt like they need to save me, or that like I'm damaged and they need to fix me or anything. Like I've never really experienced that. I've definitely had to walk through the fire in certain things in my life when people have betrayed me and left me to die, pretty much, emotionally speaking. Those I really cared about multiple times throughout my life, which has been some of the most emotional pain I've ever experienced. Literally left me crippled, laying in bed for 2 or 3 days and barely able to eat more than maybe once in a 24-hour period. Anyways, you know, we're just getting real on here. Like, let's get real. So I can relate to some of this, but it's not even relating to the message that's making me tear up. Is she's just selling it. Like, there's just so much emotion in this song that she's filling me full of emotion that it's making me want to cry. But what's beautiful when we get into here, when we get into that, and I don't know if that's the that is the chorus. When we get into this chorus, like there's a little bit more intensity from the piano, and I think they add some strings in there as well, which I love. Piano and strings together is a tried and true, beautiful powerhouse. Really smart of them to use that combination here, especially with just solo voice, pianos and strings, like violin strings, one of my strings. So strong. Not only does that like start to increase in intensity and just start to really fill out the sound, but she just starts belting it out in only the way that Maria can, which is reminding me a lot of my at the current moment. My favorite in this moment song is The Blood Legion. I love that song because it's just so fucking emotional. It's like she just puts everything on the line and just fucking goes for it and just lets the emotion come out of her body. So much so at the end that they did that editing thing, which they like the studio kind of sound effect of her just kind of like just breathing out and just walking away from the mic, which I don't know if it was like the Korn song Daddy, to where the whoever was like, if this was just a moment she was having in the studio and they're just like, don't stop recording yet, and it was just editing, genius editing on their end, or if they did it intentionally, I do not know. But it's reminding me a lot of that song, just that pure emotion just exploding out from someone, and the fact that she's like, again, I think it's balanced right, unlike when it was like in Sick Like Me, to where I don't feel like it was completely balanced. They give more intensity and energy to the instrumentation, but she's still there screaming out above all of them. Great balancing, great emotion, great everything. Like, what the fuck is this song? It's so good. Oh my god.
I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not fall from grace. I'll walk into the fire, baby. All my life I was afraid to die. And I come alive inside this.
Sorry to interrupt. I thought she was about to finish. Let's just talk about these notes for a second. In the second part, the second part of this part of the chorus. Let's hear these notes. Da 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 da. Like, oh, that's so beautiful. Da 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 da. God, those notes are so beautiful. Let's just listen to that whole part right there.
I was afraid to die when I come alive inside these flames. You don't want
Now we get a little bit more intensity. Like now we're adding an extra level to the instrumentation, and we're getting a little bit more intensity. I think she just her knee is down. Now she's serious. Well, no, she wasn't serious, but now it's serious, and
You don't want me to love you. You don't want me to need you. You don't want to look at me, for you were torn to stone. You don't want me to hurt you. You don't want me to bite you. You don't want me, oh my aching soul. For I will only fall, rise again. You venomous howling. I'm a survivor. I am a fighter. I will fall, rise above. And in your hate I find love. 'Cause I'm a survivor. I am a fighter. I wanna hide my face.
now we have guitars and drums entering the scene. But again, they're not coming in super hard. They're not coming in super heavy. They're there. You can hear them. You can hear that there's a change in instrumentation. You can hear that there's a change that's giving it even more energy. But it's not overpowering her energy. It's not a different type of energy. It's like they're both doing the same level of emotion and energy in their song, which is gelling together so super well. She's still louder than the rest of them, even with drums and guitars coming in, when before it's just been like piano, synth, and strings. You see, I feel like I feel like this is why I was just so kind of judgmental of Sick Like Me. Was just this like, it was just this thing because I didn't understand why they were doing it this way. And it's just like, if you just change those little things, you could go from like a good song to like a holy shit that took my breath away. They made those changes in a different song, and it's holy shit, you took my breath away, you took my words away, you made me cry. You know, and that's why, that's, if you think I'm just being picky, if you think I'm being an asshole, I mean, you're probably right. But just note that this is where it comes from. It's just like, it's like, I like this so much, but if you would have just tweaked a few things, it would have turned from, oh, that was a really good song, to, oh my god, that was a really good song. Just little tweaks is all it takes to get that level, and this is it. This is it. This is that level that I know that they're capable of, and it's just when they don't do certain little tweaks that can get us here, it's disappointing to me. And this was anything but a disappointment. I don't know. I feel like I want to get I feel like could go on forever about this. I feel like I just want to listen to this instrumental intermission that they call here right before the chorus came back in, because I remember that being pretty mind blowing. Let's see if we can. I'm trying to find out where we are. By the way, when I don't. I assume she doesn't mean like actually bite when she says, you don't want me to hurt you, you don't want me to bite you. I don't think she actually means physically. I kind of think it's more of like kind of along the same lines as hurt you. But she does mean it like literally, like I want you to bite me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, go ahead, girl. Where are we? Okay, so I think we're close to this instrumental thing. We're just gonna let it play through that. We're just gonna let it. Just keep going. Sorry to pause here. I feel like there's a Disney song that does something like that. The da da da, like that down to that more minor note and then back up, or maybe not minor, maybe just dissonant. Down to the note and then you go back up. I feel like there's a Disney song that does that, but it's escaping my head which one that is. Anyways.
You to save me.
We're gonna hear that again. Sorry, but that was a really passionate solo from the guitar for sure, and then back into just the piano, which genius. And just God, some of those notes, dun 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 dun, like from the piano when it just goes down into that. Into those like minor notes and shit, the minor key is just like fucking. It's maybe it's not even minor. I could just be wrong about that. Anyways, oh God, it's beautiful. But that brings us back down from that high energy. It brings us back down, kind of resets us a little bit. It doesn't stop the energy. You never want to stop the flow of the energy, but it's okay to bring it back down. You just don't do it like too abruptly, and I think that's exactly what they did. But yeah, some of the notes in the guitar was just fucking clutch as well. The emotions that she's still giving there, she's not just stopping when all this is going on. Like, it's still just her. They never detract from the fact that it's just her and the camera. And that's just... Oop. This is even longer than I thought. They almost have like a little crying sound on the guitar. No! Like that, just that kind of like that wilting cry sound out there. That's beautiful. No! You hear that? And I like that dun 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 dun, and it repeats itself. Like the drum sets it back up to repeat itself. And the guitar kind of like fades, like screeches away and fades back. It doesn't just end and then it's the piano. It like melts away into the piano, which keeps that energy stable through that transition back down to low energy. The echo on the guitar.
I don't need you to save
And that strong chord back into her vocal line.
'cause I'm a survivor.
Oh my god.
I am a fighter.
Oh, sorry, that retardando? What? Get out of here. And those notes in that retardando? What the fuck?
'Cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not.
The pickup notes, that's just her. Everything ceases and then she just boom shouts it out. So I think that's what we call beauty incarnate right here. This is the power of music. Okay. And just the way she delivers that line fighter, she retardandos with the piano and just slowly releases the word as it stops, and then she just goes back to tempo, just belts it all by herself as everything else comes in with her.
'Cause I'm a survivor. Yeah, I am a fighter. I will not hide my face. I will not fall from grace. I'll walk into the fire, baby. All my life I was afraid to die, but now I come alive inside this. Alive inside this. Alive inside this.
Not blinking, eye contact with the camera right there, I think is pretty smart. First off, that line, which I think, yeah, no, that's in every chorus, but that was just line in general. Like, I was afraid to die, but now I come alive in these flames. Like, oh my god, that's a powerful fucking line. First off, the repeat is fucking great, but what I want to hear here, is the break in tonality on those final words. Almost as if there can be no more tonality. The emotion's too much. I can't sing. This is what comes out. Dies. There's no more tonality. The emotion is one. This is all I got left. I can't sing anymore. I mean, we're gonna have to call it there for a day. Like, I can't continue on. After that, like, it wouldn't be fair to the other songs unless they can get better than that, which I'm definitely gonna need at least a day to recover from that, for sure. I still had like a single perspiration there. Just hearing that again. Okay. I really like Sex Metal Barbie. I really like Big Bad Wolf. I like some of the other songs, but those two I like really like. I've been fucking blasting them on repeat over the last several weeks, months since I heard them. This might be my favorite song on the album, even with that being said. Like, that was so beautiful, so exquisitely written, exquisitely directed. Video was amazing. That's what I mean by directed. The instrumentation was fucking gorgeous. It was like just deeply rooted with classical elements in it. Like, the notes were fucking gorgeous. The chorus was breathtaking. Like, this was such a good song. I don't know how. I don't know how I knew that this was gonna be a good song, and I swear to you, never listened to the song before. I just had a good feeling. I just saw Maria with that thick makeup and blood coming from her mouth, and I was just like, this has to be good. Like, there's just something about seeing that is like, this has to be good. There's no way that this is not good. And I was like really getting excited for it. I was hyping up for it. And I was really scared that I was gonna be extremely disappointed. But no, I was not. I was so happy. Thank you for joining me. I got nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say about this. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'll see you in the next video, episode, song. Bones. Bones is next, people. Bones. Goodbye.